What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a report that Netflix is working on a Dragon Age show. So this is exciting. This adds to maybe the other 10 or 12 franchises that's either been reported or we know for a fact that Netflix is doing things on. So, here's the deal. It's a report from Giant Freaking Robot. I want to make sure I enunciate that very, very specifically so YouTube hears me, okay? And there's not too much known about it other than the fact that they claim that it's happening, that Netflix is already actively working on it, but obviously nothing's been announced from Netflix's side and nothing that's been said on BioWare's side. They make it sound like it's going to be live action because they say it stands to reason that every game will get its own live action production, but some are better options than others, and that is what we have with this latest news. However, they don't directly say, so it could be a Castlevania thing, although it sounds like it's going to be live action, and that's pretty much it. No dates, no casting, no, obviously they kind of theorize as to when it could be set in the Dragon Age, lore. Okay, well, much like all the other ones, I guess my opinion is pretty much I wait and see. I like The Witcher quite a bit. Henry Cavill, I think, did a phenomenal job. I'm playing through Witcher 3 right now. I think they did a pretty reasonable job, although my wife is reading the first book, which is heavily, what the first season is based off of, and they took a lot of liberties, which I think you realize more and more as you read the book, especially with what she's been telling me. So, I don't know if they did it so faithfully, but I personally enjoyed that show. But beyond that, I've watched really nothing else. I don't even really watch Netflix in general. So, again, Dragon Age, all of these. I guess I haven't seen Castlevania, and I probably should, and I'll add it to my my watch list going forward. But a lot of these are just wait and see. Again, video game adaptations are difficult, and I really always kind of take the ground of please don't insult the fan base. Please don't insult the property. That's step one. Don't insult what you're working with. And, again, what I always say, at least for the Uncharted movie, is you'll never beat the games. The only thing you can think about when you're making it, although maybe that's not how you should think if you're the director, if you're producers, if you're on the cast, you probably want to beat it. But I think realistically, knowing that you probably can't be better than what, you're based off of, that's something to keep in mind. That's kind of how I feel for all of these things. For the Last of Us show, it can only get right below the game. There's no way it's going to be better than the game. At least that's my, and I need to be proven wrong on that, I would say. And I would say up to right now, I've never been proven wrong on that kind of thinking. So Dragon Age is the same thing. Would I like it? Yeah, honestly, it would be a lot like Witcher, which is fine. If they wanted to do something if they had the budget and the scale and scope of The Witcher, and they had, all-star casting and whatever, and they did a Dragon Age thing, I think it would be awesome. I think it would be amazing. I don't know why Mass Effect wouldn't happen. Remember, Henry Cavill, we thought was teasing Mass Effect. We've actually heard word about Mass Effect in terms of a movie, and then that wouldn't work, and then, maybe a TV show, but it was never really picked up. Maybe they can do Mass Effect at some point. I honestly feel like Mass Effect would be a perfect, property to do something on, but Dragon Age would too. Dragon Age, again, I think would be just a lot like The Witcher. Obviously, I know, I've played both of them, so I know that Dragon Age is very different, but it would be relatively close. So, exciting. I would obviously want it to be announced, officially, and still it's a wait and see. All of these, it's a wait and see. But I will say, even myself, someone being a pretty big skeptic of all this, I will 100% give Netflix credit for at least trying. You look at the list of the franchises that they want to, or they're eventually going to do things, whether it's movies or TV shows, on their platform based off of games. This is how you break the mold or break the opinion that, these adaptations suck, right? For the longest time, movies, it'd be okay, another terrible game adaptation that was turned into a movie. But the issue is, when you only have Resident Evil doing it, it's okay, well, you need more to try it. And then you have World of Warcraft, and there's been a handful of examples here and there. You've had canceled ones, BioShock, Mass Effect. So Uncharted taking 30 years. So I think the only way to break it, and the only way to prove that video games can work, is by not having one every 6-7 years. You need to have, Resident Evil was a lot more often than that, but that never really did anything with the source material, except for the first movie for maybe like 5% of it. So you need these things to happen more often. And Netflix, a streaming platform, honestly, is kind of perfect for that. If you crank these things out yearly, not the same thing, not like Dragon Age season 1, 2, 3, every single year, but every year you're getting at least one video game adaptation of something, whether it's a movie or a TV show. I mean, I think you can. Now, are all of them going to be good? No, but I think you're probably going to nail a couple of them, and you'll start to see what works and what doesn't work. So I do give them credit for trying. I give them credit for being the only thing out there, the only company out there that's willing to try in a large scope. Obviously HBO with Last of Us, Sony even with Uncharted. So, there are blips other places, but Netflix is doing it the most. So let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think Dragon Age would make for a good TV show? Do you think it'll be live action or animated? All that stuff, let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. I do a brand new video on this channel every single day, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.